Yeah, so we kind of messed up here in this little video. That's why it's been kind of like a little bit of a hold up. So I kind of just fixed a little bit. I don't know why it's in slow motion, but we're gonna make it work because my friend Ryan Chamba, our guest on this podcast, is in the army right now. So God bless him. Hopefully he's good. But he's been asking me to post this. So I fixed it the best I can. So as you see right now, it's in slow motion, and it was not my intention. So I did it a different way. This is our second podcast. I hope you guys like it, and hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to Waves on Air. Got my boy Fantasy Hill. Ruben, say what's up for one time.
Yo, man, happy Sunday, man. You guys already know the deal, man. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the fizz-eye. You guys already know me.
And we got a guest today. My other guest, you know what I'm saying, he got a little late, but it is what it is. But he came for the last one. We messed up the last one. It was our second take. It's my boy Ryan Chamba. Oh my god.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hi, hello.
Yo. So, funny story. We actually did this last week. The only thing is that the cameras were messing up. The mics weren't connected. So, it was a huge F show. So, this is our second take. My boy Kev couldn't make it today. He's still tired.
Unfortunately, perfect, Kev.
Unfortunately.
We're
going to get on for the next one. So, this is our third podcast, right? We're going to do a seasons, right? We're going to do like 6 episodes per season. It's our third episode. We got pastors coming up next. Got my other boy Mike going on this next. And hopefully for the next season we get some DJs or some actors on it.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, right?
That'd be cool.
So what's up, Ryan? We're gonna do this again. So we're gonna do this again.
So is it gonna be the same kind of playthrough?
Oh, we could add some stuff.
Let's mix it up. A little variation.
We got a good 40 minutes. I'm gonna time this due to the battery. Yeah. So Ryan, let's start again, man. So, how'd you meet us, bro? Let's see if you answered this question the first time.
Yeah, well, I met Ruben when I was a little kid, actually. I'm sorry, that was...
Yo, one story.
Yo, cut that.
We do that, Cam. You're not gonna answer the question. Answer the question, guy, bro.
All right.
So how'd you meet us, bro? Let's talk about a little introductory of who you are before we get into the questions, man. Once again, so how'd you meet me in the Fantasy Hill, bro? Sweeter the berry. Wait, how's it go?
Darker the berry, sweeter the juice.
Darker the berry, sweeter the
blacker
juice.
the berry, the sweeter the juice. Ha ha.
So tell
I
me.
met you at Boys and Girls Club when I was a kid. Like,
Now you remember. He didn't say that last time. Ruben, he said we might have to exchange.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he forgot.
Yeah, now you remember. All of a sudden.
We became friends. It was way later than that. Yeah, I met you those days, but I wasn't really your friend. We kind of just knew each other.
That's crazy.
But recently, when I met you at McShane's, I was reintroduced to you by my friend Tony. That's when we became friends. Because we were like, oh, yeah, I remember you from so-and-so. And then we just kept talking, and that's how the friendship started.
That's true.
And in terms of how I met Ruben, I still don't know.
That's still unknown. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
it was one of them nights, yo. It was one of them nights. It was one of them things. It was one of them things, man. It was one of them nights, you know what I mean?
No, that's kind of crazy. Actually, whoever doesn't know Tony, he's a big, brolic guy. He's a personal trainer. He's a Pelham, right? He's a Pelham now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my boy was saying, yo, I'm trying to be a trainer. I'm like, bro, be a trainer then. He did it. That's awesome.
He did it. He was doing a lot of schooling, and he actually did it.
Oh, yeah. So. Bro, I don't know, another tie into this. My boy Ryan Chamba is going to the army. I'm pretty sure when I post this, he'll be there ready. He'll probably be in boot camp.
Yep.
Because I might take some time to edit this and other stuff. So Ryan, why the army, man? I know for a while you've been wanting to go, but tell me what's the interests and passions, bro? Like, are you excited? Like, how'd you get into it? Or why you want to go into it? Are you excited? Tell me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of good questions. I wanted to just do the army because it was something that I wanted to do for a while now, like getting into the military life. I used to be a busser at Millbrook before I got a job at Yale Haven Health and then now William Pitt. But back then, I just wanted to try something different. And the Marines back then actually called to me. So I was thinking of doing that. I was training for that. I was going to apply to Marine OCS. And I think during training, I hurt my knee and I couldn't do it. So I just went to the IT life. I did that for a couple of years. And then it's just like resurfaced again lately. And it's always like a crux of like, I'm not sure what I want to do with myself. So our military seems like a good option. And now I'm just kind of finally pulling the trigger on just trying it out just to see how it feels. I think it's important for me and in my life experience to just go through that individual journey by myself. No judgments or criticisms from my family or friends, like no other perspectives. It's just me out there by myself becoming my own man. And that's kind of why I wanted to do it. It's just for the journey for myself on trying that out and figuring everything out on my own. Learning shit, going to school, and just becoming a different person, a better person. That's how I view it as. So.
Damn, boo. You got something to say? And about that before I say something?
That's motivational right there. But you know, the journey never stops. You know what I'm saying? And this is really inspirational, especially for the people out here watching, for viewers watching who don't know their purpose. Do you have any advice for the people out there that don't know? Unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there that doesn't really have the strength as you, or doesn't really have don't really know what they want out of life and everything else. Do you have any advice for them?
I would just say you have to try shit. I think some people are born in this with life and are blessed and gifted with the idea of knowing what they want to do early in life, and they do that and they excel and they make millions, or they become like billionaire CEOs. They become famous because they know what they want to do early and have a talent to execute, and they executed. And you have the other side of people who are like, live life and don't really know what they want to do right away. And I think that's normal. I think that's okay. To get to what you want to know, like how to do, like the purpose that you want to live in your life, I think it's important that you go through a series of just different jobs, occupations, iterations, and a lot of different things. So you expose yourself to as much data as possible, like, for your mind to understand and see. And then through that repetition and experience, you can come to some conclusion of, okay, like I like this. Out of everything that I've tried, because I've tried so many things, this seems right to me. I think that's the only way you can really find your purpose. So that's my advice.
Of course.
So, yeah.
You know, you said a lot of good things, and that I'm gonna eat that up real quick. I'm gonna eat that up. Let's start from when you first said, so the first question is, so have you always wanted to go in the army, or you just thought like it just came to you?
Past couple of years. I would say like the past 5 years, it recently became like a serious subject. But for the most part of my life, it wasn't like something in my mind. Yeah, no.
What did you were you thinking you wanted to do before you went to college? You said you want to be a computer, or you something else?
Before I went to college, dude, if I could be a video game pro, I would fucking do that shit in the instant, man. I'm not even joking. Yeah. I would do that shit in the instant, man. I love games so much. So it's just so fucking awesome. Cool. Especially when you're mad nice at a game and you could just like beat people and they just cannot beat you. It feels so good. And when you can get paid for it, like make money and just do it,
Ninja.
It's a no-brainer.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. Well, PewDiePie is a content creator. There's a difference between
my bad.
Content creator and professional gamer. Okay.
We're gonna get to that game conversation again. Actually, later. My other question is, you're talking about being your own man and all that. And so about criticism. Like, did anyone when you told your parents or you told your friends about you going to the army, did you get any negative feedback or positive feedback?
Yeah, I mean, I got a mix. I got an array of different people's reactions and emotions and perceptions and judgments. Some people thought it was great and were like, yeah, bro, you should do that. Like my uncle, for example, he was like, yeah, dude, that's awesome. You should just do it. Like, don't even think about it. My mom, on the other hand, was like, Ryan, oh my God, like, what are you doing? This is going backwards. Like, literally said, like, you're going backwards if you go to this. Like, why are you doing this? You're stupid. Like, we paid up for all this money for this education. And then it's just like, so a lot of different people weigh different thoughts. And you just kind of have to shed all that shit and just be like, fuck everybody. The good, the bad, the in-between, the maybes, the nobody says anything, like, and just kind of sit with yourself and ask yourself, like, what do you want? And that's how you really get through that, is you just kind of have to isolate from everyone's judgments, because there's always going to be a judgment out there.
Of course.
100%.
Whether it's in your actual best interest or not is not up to them. It's up to you. Because you have to die with that decision, not them. So, yeah, of course, it's easy for them to point the finger and say, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But they're not the one fucking doing it. It's you are. It's your life. So, goddamn it, take control of it. Take accountability. So, yeah.
Everything you said was spot on. I've been telling Ruben, Fantasy Hill over here, for a while, like, this past couple of months, I'm like, like, I've held back in so many decisions because I was afraid of what people would say or do.
Yeah, of course.
I when I say like acting or stuff like that, they're like, "Oh, are you sure?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, "Why don't you just get a real job?" And I'm like, I think about it. I'm like, and I hold myself back. I hold myself back. I'm not gonna lie, I do hold myself back. Or like, I get insecure. I'm like, I don't know, man. Am I good enough and all that? You're totally right. I think you shut off the noise. You can definitely hit a milestone with that. I truly 100% agree with that. Yeah. So I definitely commend you for taking this step. Like I said, by the time we post this, you'll be in the Army. I want to vouch for you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Is it the Army, right, or Marine?
It's the Army, yeah.
Damn, my boy about to be a Ranger. That's crazy.
Dude, that'd be crazy. That'd be next level. I'm not opposed to doing something like that. If I'm in the
Special
service
Forces.
and I really like it, I think Special Forces is definitely the way to go. And it doesn't even have to be like a combative role. Like, I could be a supporter role in the Special Forces, but that would be cool as well. Like, just working amongst some of those guys. Because it's a different world up there, man. Definitely different kinds of caliber of people professionally. And I think working with those kinds of people would be cool. And you probably learn so much from them. And just, like, having that camaraderie, that bond with those kinds of guys.
Oh, yeah.
You could just like, be content with just that. That's awesome.
I feel like once you go there, I just feel like you're going to learn. And I tell Ruben this all the time when you travel. Like, you travel, like, you learn so much about yourself.
Yeah.
All other cultures of other people. You start to, like, your brain starts to open. Like, oh, my God, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're going to learn so much stuff, or you're going to end up doing stuff that you like, oh, I didn't really like doing that, but now I like doing this. Mm-hmm. And look at those people, right? Like, you guys are stuck together. If you like it or not, like, yo, we're brothers for now. You know what I'm saying? We're brothers until...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're going to, like, travel. You're going to, like, learn so much stuff, But if you had a choice, what would you do in the Army, exactly, after boot camp? If you had a choice.
I already picked my choice. I already
Oh, you
picked
did?
my else. Yeah.
What?
So I'm going to go in as a 25 hotel, which is a networking specialist engineer, kind of. So I'm going to be working with
computers?
Like routers, network switches.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to be working with like networking equipment for wired local area networks and wireless local area networks.
Wow.
But I'll be working with like also radios, I think, as well, like kind of like radio infrastructure and technology. So understanding that would be pretty cool. I think it's just going to give me a lot of knowledge and experience working with stuff that a lot of people don't work with. And it'll be cool to like just build up my resume and just absorb as much as I can. I mean, that's my purpose of going in there. I think some people have different motivations. Everybody's coming in there with all walks of life, coming from different backgrounds, different reasons. A lot of people have different reasons. My reason is just like self-development, growth, maybe some different career opportunities, and just see it out. And that's really it.
That's what I like to hear, man. No, did they tell you where you're gonna be stationed at? No, but no, that's awesome, man. Like I said, I'm very happy for you and all of that. Like I told you, I think I took actually like a lot. I actually told Ruben this. I think a couple, like, what was it, 2 months ago, 3 months ago? I'm like, some people just have the freaking guts to just do it, man. And I just want to keep getting the guts just to fuck it. Like, I don't care what you think. I just want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't even know about Ruben. Something I like about Fantasy Hill here. 4th of July, bro. This guy goes skateboards down to Playland, watches fireworks by himself. I commend that
That's
too.
fucking sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. Some people are like, "Oh, that sucks." No, honestly, I think it's like
No.
that's pretty cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
just say like, "Oh, screw everybody. I'm doing this on
Doing my own
myself."
thing, yeah.
Yeah, doing my own thing. I'm trying to get there, honestly. Cause all that noise. You were mentioning about video games, man. We're gonna hop on that real quick.
Yeah.
About video games, bro. Like I said last time, they need to stop. They need to stop this. Call of Duty needs to stop this. I'm so passionate about this topic because I'm so tired of it, bro. Like, the only game I'm excited for is Dragon Ball. Like, honestly. And maybe...
Skate 4, man. Skate 4, you guys already know, man. You guys already know. Everybody's excited. Everybody's excited for Skate 4, man. You know
I'm a PAX Legends player.
Free
so
to play.
different for
Free to
me.
play. Free to play.
Well, if I could, I would love to play Overwatch again for professionally, or Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a really cool game. If you can play it well, this is no better feeling, man. Just walking around beating the shit out of teams that are like really good, but like actually just clapping them. It's so fun in Apex. It really is. I gotta say, you gotta try it out.
Bro, I want to try it out. I really do. I just like... Bro, have you played God of War, bro?
Yeah.
Have you played God of War? Like, that's a game. You know what I'm saying? That's a real game. That's like...
It's a unique game, yeah.
That's a story in the... Like... And it incorporate, like, open world so perfectly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what game you playing, Ruben? What game you playing?
I just freaking tried the first Descent. That freaking free to play game.
Oh,
Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? That game's actually pretty dope. Third person, shoot 'em up. It's a dope game, you know? They got superpowers and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better than Destiny?
Oh, maybe.
Why you say it like that?
No. I like the gameplay on this one. Just because it's third person. I don't like that first person joint. I don't like first person. Oh, no. You guys can keep that. You guys can keep that.
Honestly, I want to ask something else. I was telling Ruben earlier, man. My brother just told me. There's a friend of mine, right? I won't mention his name, but a friend of mine. Today's July 7th. So if whoever's watching this will know. I used to hang out with this guy a lot in college and high school, right? Like, we weren't like as close.
What happened?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
This guy's impatient, bro. No, I'm just kidding. So I know this guy for a long time, right? Since high school, college, and we used to go out a lot. Like, we used to hang out. Like, he just became a police officer, and he got into a motorcycle accident and he died today. He's 23 years old. 23 years old. Got his career settled. You know, it's sad, bro. I just saw him last
He
week.
just joined the police force?
Yeah, I just saw him last week too.
And he got in a motorcycle crash?
No, I think he hit something and then probably cracked his neck. Or I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know the exact details.
devastating.
Yeah, what's more, my side note is you never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Don't be taking life for granted, man. Always have grace on where you're at. Despite where you're at mentally or emotionally, whatever, always have grace. You never really know. You never really know. Always have grace, man.
It's true, man. Like you can be driving right after this and you get. I'm not jinxing. I'm just saying you get near you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or, my first week and then I somehow slip, crack my neck.
You never know, man. Actually, someone just called me right now to talk about that motorcycle accident. So, another question, bro. I think we mentioned it last time. Maybe you have more things to say about the next topic right now, about your faith, you know?
Oh.
I mean, you mentioned it last time. I don't know if you want to re-say it and add some stuff in. But, like I said, I started going to church, and then I got Ruben to get involved. He started following Jesus and God. And then I saw you coming in. Just tell me how you got involved in going to church, and what is your path right now?
Well, I was just kind of like getting involved in the church through Dennis, actually, a mutual friend of ours. I was thinking about it for a while. I was even thinking about it more so because I didn't know what I was doing with myself in my life. So I just saw like religion as a way of finding that out. So I wanted to try that. This was like me kind of like going through like an identity crisis almost, just like trying different shit until I found something that felt good or whatever. And so I started doing that, and then I met Dennis, and he just triggered that for me. He was like, wow, like da da da. He just looked like a good light to me. I was like, oh, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm an architect. Da, da, da. Oh, I do this church group. I did not know that, but he kind of like was a little preachy, but I actually appreciated it, so it was cool. And he had like a way of inspiring me, and got me into that little church group that you guys have, a Bible study downstairs at that church. And I started doing that for a while with you. That was cool. You introduced me to that. A couple friends there. Fernando. Shout out to Fernando.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Fernando.
If Fernando sees this, shout out. Yeah. And then after that, I kind of just fell off. I was going there for a couple months. And then at some point, I was just like, man, this doesn't feel right now. So I just stopped going. And to be honest, I have no intention of going like anytime soon.
Really?
Yeah, I just no, I don't think I'm ready. I think I need to do a little bit more like work elsewhere before I can reapproach God. But I'll always have respect for Him, obviously, and always like think about Him. I just, in terms of practicing the religion, it's not something I don't think I can do right now.
Now, would you say you believe in God, Jesus Christ, or you're agnostic, or? Because last time we spoke, you sounded like you were confused. Now you're saying Him. Now I'm kind of confused. Now you're saying Him. Like, you're speaking about Jesus? Or, what do you mean?
No, I mean, I think it's Jesus. Yeah, I think it's Jesus.
So you're not agnostic anymore. You're a Christian? 'Cause before you were saying, on our last podcast, you're...
I don't really have like a hard stance. It's just that Christian is what I was been doing, so that's like seems the right choice.
Yeah, man. If I'm actually like, I was really happy when you started going Bible study and Sundays. I would really commend you. I would say like read the Word, read Proverbs and all that, John, Genesis. And if you're in the army and there's like a service, you should go, man. I'm not forcing you. I'm just saying, God has definitely changed ways in my life. Like I mentioned last time in our Redo podcast. But what about you, Ruben? Because I remember last week we were mentioning about how you got involved with God and Jesus. I want to know how you got involved. Are you still in the path of God? Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
So like I said last episode, I was going through a rough time, a rough few years. Needed God in my life. I remember I hit you up. I was at work. I hit you up at one point. I was like, listen, I need God. I need you to introduce me to Jesus. You said, okay. So it was like that Thursday. It was that same week I went to church for the first time. Well, not for the first time, but, religiously. Went to church for a while. Really good church. Made me feel comfortable. That's all I was looking for was comfort.
Yeah.
That's all you look for, especially when you're going to like Jesus and, trying to find your way. You're looking for comfort or something.
Yeah.
So... And I definitely found it in the church, definitely.
That's true.
And as of right now, I'm praying and everything. I haven't been to church though, but my faith is still there. I'm still talking to God. I'm still trying to make time for Him every day. Now, is my actions unfortunately aligning to that? Not really, but God is not done with me yet. Yeah. Obviously.
I like that.
So.
Amen.
He acknowledged it. He said it.
Wait, hold on. What's your journey right now with God? Like, tell me. Like, what's the?
As of right now, just trying to figure out what my purpose is. Just what makes me feel the best, and obviously that's a long journey. That's a really long journey, but it takes a lot of self-realization, a lot of alone time, really, a lot of solitude. And like Ryan said previously, trying things out, just trying to see what makes you feel the best,
Alright. I know it sounds crazy, but like I was telling in the last podcast, I think God can change so many things,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be like one of those people. I'm being dead ass serious. Like, I think it was one November. I got so depressed, and I was like, God, I know I've been pushing you away for a little bit. Well, take the wheel, Jesus. Just take the wheel. And honestly, it's changed in a lot of ways. And like, I've learned how to try. I want to be better. Like you said, try to be better. Like I'm not perfect yet, but I'm trying to be better as much as I can, even career wise, everything wise. He definitely opens doors, but also he tests you. Just because he's like, oh, I need help with anger, he's not gonna just solve that for you. He's gonna give you obstacles. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Or career wise, like you want it? You sure you want it? I don't know, man. It's tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's really true. Speaking of tough, bro. I brought up in the last podcast, and it was kind of random. NWA, bro. I'm telling you, I just watched that movie again. And I'm just like, wow, like, bro. They had it rough, you know what I'm saying? They're from Compton, you know what I'm saying? That's like Bloods and Crips and stuff. I'm just saying, like, that's some Bloods and Crips stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And, bro, like, bro, Ice Cube was the lyricist, you know what I'm saying? I know we're talking about it again. I know we're talking about it again. But Ice Cube was the lyricist, you know what I'm saying? Dr. Drew was the producer.
Yeah.
Wait. So what gravitates you towards the NWA?
Bro, I just...
Out of every, like, we have freaking Run DMC, we have
Run DMC, that's crazy.
Biggie, Tupac,
No,
we
that's
have
true.
all these people.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though.
It's true.
Because, bro...
Eric B. and Rakim, all these people, Mobb Deep. Oh, man.
How you gonna do that?
NWA?
NWA, I'll tell you why, man.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say it like I said last time, two
Okay.
times, right?
Okay.
They started that gangster rap stuff. I'm telling you, without, like, how many celebrities did Dr. Dre make? He made Snoop Dogg a celebrity. He made Eminem a celebrity. He made Tupac a celebrity. He made everyone a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they just started that, you know, like, you know, like, they started that feeling, like, bro, the butter. I'll answer your question, right? The butterfly effect. I've been thinking about the butterfly effect a lot lately.
Oh, yeah?
And that's just one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, wow, like, without them, these probably would never happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true.
I'm being so serious.
Watch out for your statement, man. You know what I'm saying? People will probably challenge, oh, man, what do you mean?
Yeah, but yo, don't talk my boy Tupac.
So we talk about Tupac for?
Put some respect, my boy. Hey, yo, where you live? Where you live?
Hey, yo.
What's your address?
Hey, yo, get me on the podcast right now.
Neil.
Let me start talking smack.
Zoom
right
call.
Hey guys, it's me, Kevin. I'm coming on the Zoom tonight, guys. Just please invite me, man.
Yo, Kevin, man, we love you, man. You already know that, man. For real, man.
Yo,
We
yo,
was talking about
we got
everybody
from
else. We ain't talking about you.
Well, we're not talking about you, bro. Nah, we are, but we're not talking about you.
No, I'm just it's all jokes. All jokes.
Oh, jokes aside. Yo, Ruben, before I get to my next topic, you got another topic you want to talk about real quick?
Back to my wrestling fans. Yo, Money in the Bank was crazy last night. Yo, John Cena's announcing his retirement, man.
Damn.
Really?
John Cena's
Finally.
retiring, yo.
Really?
2025, yo. Next WrestleMania in Las Vegas is gonna be his last match. In Las Vegas, man.
Oh God, he's not gonna.
John Cena, yo.
On job?
Honestly, that's cap because
He's retired.
Because he stopped for a while and the Rock stopped for a while and then it came back. All right.
Well, because they could always come back.
Don't put some respect on my name.
He never retired though, you know. He probably made some movies, you know, but he never retired like The Rock.
Bro, everyone be saying they're retiring, like this guy, right? Daddy Yankee say retired, bro. Within like 2 or 3 years, bro, he back. Logic say he retired. He coming back.
Logic's not coming back, is he?
Logic's back
Yeah,
already.
Logic been made albums. Like,
Yeah, bro. Stay up. Stay awake.
been made albums.
Wake up.
You know, but yeah, man, like that's true. Like I don't know. I guess it's hard to find. It's hard to find something else when you became like this one big of a star. Then you have to go down to being like a supermarket clerk or some shit. Like that shit is hard, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to retire, especially after a career like that. No, you have to go back.
You want to go back, yeah.
I just
Your ego won't let you. Like,
I can do this. I got this.
now I can do this again.
put some respect, bro.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know my name?
Dead serious. Like,
You know what's funny? Speaking of this, right? Ruben actually went to WWE not too long ago, and he's knocking on the door. right?
He knocked on the door.
It's like this.
You know what I'm saying? I went to WWE headquarters, yo. Freaking on Wednesday morning. It was like freaking it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, right? I was skateboarding over there, so you know. Triple H got this place security packed, yo. I like how Triple H is doing it. People can't walk in, people can't do nothing, right?
Can't do nothing.
I walk in and everything else. I'm trying to open the door. I'm like, yo, why is it locked? You know, they have the speaker on the side of the door. Hey, yo, man, what do you want? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Just yell that out. Hey, yo, man, what you want?
He didn't say that exactly, but he was like, hey, man, what you want? I was like, I was hoping I was really hoping if they did like job applications for like graphic design artists. You know, obviously they need artists and stuff. They was like, oh man, check the website. I'm like, oh. You know, I was hoping to go into the whole WWE headquarters, have the experience,
yeah.
you know. If for like a quick second, you know, but still, you know, just be in there. That shit messed up the whole flow. But, you know, I went to the freaking WWE website. I didn't find anything. I had trouble finding it. I'm going to go back, though.
Go back inside. Maybe you just didn't find the right guy. But I would say go back inside. Try it again.
No, they're not going to let me in, man. Triple H don't know me.
I mean, you could always keep trying. There's no reason not to. They can't, say you can't come in here.
They can say that. They can say that.
At some point, but let it happen. Just keep trying it until it happens.
Like, oh, man, we got to let him in, man. We got to let him in.
That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, maybe you actually find an opportunity. So.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm try it.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
WWE.
WWE.
You guys need Fantasy Hill, man. You know what I'm
WWF.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, light of the berry, dark of the juice.
No, it's not how it goes.
That's the white version.
I knew you was doing that shit.
That's the white version.
That's crazy.
Put some respect on my name.
The whiter the berry, the more sugar it needs, man.
That's
That's
crazy.
a good one. Give me some sugar.
Ruben, just honestly speaking of that, we gotta get you tick on this. Like, we got a friend, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah. We got a friend that like fanatic WWE fan, right? But he just like he took the next level and he's like actually like doing that stuff right now. He actually went to AEW. Well, he's not in AEW, but like he went to like some of those meetings. It's kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
It's only been like for like a year. Yeah. Actually, I want to say something so out of pocket. Like, what has been like the most craziest moment?
And wrestling?
Nah, bro. Your life, bro.
In my life?
What got you like?
What got me? The craziest moment that happened in my life. Damn. That's an unexpected question. I don't know. Shoot. That was just like the catalyst of like anything?
Yeah.
Craziest moment that happened in my life was
Silence.
dead serious. I want to say when COVID happened, that's when life just started to change.
My boy went crazy. I never seen him like that. I saw him depressed one time.
You know, like OCD, depression, all that mumbo jumbo.
You never seen him like
It was rough. It was rough.
I'm telling you, we went to Atlantic City for my birthday.
He always tells his story, but keep going.
we rented a Mustang. Oh, I rented a Mustang, and we drove to Atlantic City. Everything was closed, right? This is like it's still COVID. It's still going. Like no one's like wearing a mask. You can't really go out to eat as much. And I just remember like everyone was going crazy. I'm like, yo, let's do it here. It's like, nah. I can't. No, I'll be in a hotel. No.
Like, no what?
Like he's just like got jittery, like he's went crazy. And I said, yo, there's a carnival. Like, let's go to carnival before we go home, or before we go to the hotel. We go to the carnival, right? I just see him like this. He's like, yo, man, I'll meet you in the hotel, right? And I'm like, yo, roommate, it's okay, bro. He's like, nah, I'll meet you in the hotel. I'm like, oh my god. Damn. And then we went to this restaurant. I said, yo, you want to eat inside or you want to eat outside? He's like, let's eat inside. I'm like, nah, let's eat outside. and we sat down,
Why
right?
did you say no?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy.
That's
You gotta go
what I'm
against-
saying.
no, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. In the story. That's it. It's over. That's it. It's over. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. That right there. That's it.
No.
Thank you. Thank
No.
you. That's it. That's it. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
No,
That right there. That's all I
hold on,
needed.
hold on.
What happened?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why you do that?
No, hold
That's
on.
all I needed. Thank you.
Hold on.
Now we're going inside.
Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me finish the story at least. So we sat down, right? We sat outside. Ruben, get the menu, right? Ruben looks at me like straight and serious. He's like, "Yo, why you do that?"
That's serious.
Dude, I'm like, "Do what? Why you always do that?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Do what?" He's like, "Why you always ask me for some like my opinion or what you want to do, and you end up doing what you want to do anyways?" I'm like, "I just wanted to go outside. So why you keep asking me all the time?" I'm like, "Whoa, relax."
You got a point.
I wasn't that aggressive, but
Nah, he wasn't aggressive, but he was kind of rude about it. He was kind of rude about it, though. He was kind of.
I wasn't rude, but I asked the
Nah, he was-
basic question. I was
nah,
like, yo,
he was
why
angry.
ask me something like that if you was going to take the next route regardless of what the fuck I was going to say?
God, that's crazy.
That's true. You got a point.
Crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. What about you, Ryan? What's a crazy story you got to say, man? Any funny stories, man? It doesn't have to be like too private. I just want to get a funny story in there.
I don't know, man. You gotta have to ping me about some ideas or something because I don't really have any in my back pocket right now.
What about embarrassing? Got any embarrassing stories?
I only tell embarrassing stories.
That's crazy.
I mean, I did a karaoke on Wednesdays for a little bit. That was sometimes a little embarrassing.
India.
Not so hard. Yeah, I was singing all kinds of different. I have a whole playlist on my phone, like a whole notepad about all karaoke songs that I want to sing, and I started going down that list like 2 years ago with Tony. Actually, Tony introduced me to karaoke at McShane's. I did that almost like for a year. Every Wednesday night, went in there for karaoke night. This was I was busting at the Millbrook Club in Greenwich. It's actually where I met Julia. But while I was going out, they had karaoke going on, and I started doing that. It was so fun. I loved it. You just go in there for a couple drinks and start singing songs. I was like, the first time I did this like Bruno Mars song, I forgot which one it was, but it was like, how did it go? Something about talking to the moon. I think it was talking to the moon.
Oh, talking to him. Yeah.
And I did that. That was like one of my favorite ones. I did that song, and I asked my friend. I was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, how did I do?" I was like pumped. I was excited, and he's like, "You know, Bruno Mars is hard, man." That was his response. He didn't say I was bad. He says, "You know, it's a hard song. It's just a hard song." That's why I knew. All right, well, I'm done. This just killed my karaoke career. I really thought I had something here, but I guess not. Just singing my song, my fucking car, in my shower and shit.
You know what's so funny? My boy Tony always sang that song, Miss Independent.
Yeah, that was one of his favorite
That was his song.
You good?
Yeah.
Missing it.
It's like,
Our
yeah.
Vance Cranston. Start waving his hip. Oh, forget about it.
Yeah.
His chest started
He's like, "Don't mess with me."
You guys gotta understand. This guy is brolic, like 200
Yeah,
pounds,
for real.
dancing around singing Neo. That was his song. I was like, what is wrong with this picture? There's something going on here. It was funny though. Tony's a good man.
That's your boy, man. That's your boy. All
Yeah,
right.
he is.
How about you, Ruben? Got any embarrassing stories?
Shoot, man. Shoot.
No.
I ain't got nothing, man.
That's crazy, man. You're telling me your life in.
So I ain't got nothing,
Alright.
unfortunately.
Alright, how about this, right?
What about your embarrassing story, man? You got anything?
I just got an embarrassing story.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy, though.
It's not that crazy.
crazy. I have a crazy fighting story, and I got a crazy. I got pants story. Which one you want to hear?
So let's go basic. What about the pants story? What happened in the
Alright,
pants story?
so it was 8th grade. No, 7th grade. It was 7th grade, and I was in the play. It was called Grease, right? So we're talking about the play. Play's about to start. We're just practicing. So we're in the back, and I was talking to these three or four girls. I think it was one guy there. I don't know. 3 or 4 girls, one guy. And we're talking about the play and all that. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, my friend just pantses me. My dick just starts showing.
Your dick is out.
And it's crazy looking at that time. I'm not trying to get...
How old? What year was this?
I was like, probably 12, 13 years old.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
His meat was like this.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
let's go.
No, but that was
He's like,
yeah.
like basically, right?
I'll never forget that story. I'll never get that story. But
He actually canceled your whole shit. It wasn't just like your underwear was hanging.
no,
out.
I was my whole thing.
Ass out, feet out.
Yeah, out with the feet, but everything was out. Everything was out. Yeah. Everything was out. No joke about it. You telling me you got no stories, Ryan?
I got one more story.
Okay, tell me a story.
Should I do it?
The Vermont story, the one you guys went to?
Yeah.
Okay, go
Do
ahead.
you know that one?
For your
You were there.
Shoot, but you got a whole different experience than I did. My
Well, I
experience.
wanted to hear what your thought process was.
My experience from freaking Vermont.
Let me preface it. So basically, I came up with this trip to invite my friends. I was like super passionate about it like a couple months ago. It was like in November, and I just really wanted to just do this trip in Vermont. So I went there, come up with the whole itinerary, Airbnbs, and I brought you, Kevin, and my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, of course.
And we went into this Airbnb, and it was so fucking awesome, man. It's just like
It was a big house.
that house was so cool, and like going on the hiking trails that we went on were so nice. And then obviously chilling out the house, just like doing whatever, like drawing, listening to music, watching the Spider-Man show was funny as hell. And it was cold down there too, right?
it was. It was,
It was real cold. So we had like this fireplace right in the back. That was the spot. With drinks or smoke, whatever. And we just sit out there, play some fucking music, look up at the stars. Dude, the sky was just different. I don't know what it was, but Vermont, it just looked way different than it does here. I don't know if it's light pollution or what, but you see way more shit out there. So those were vibes. Those were like
See a lot more stars in the sky and everything else.
pristine vibes. At least that's what I thought. I think I could have done a little bit better on the Uber planning. I'm always gonna kick myself in the ass for that, because it was like in the middle, like it was like really far from society, so like you can't really find an Uber late at night. I didn't think about that. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Freaking, you know what I'm saying? People in Vermont wanted to go out, but the Ubers were kind of a big deal. It was dumb cold. It was cold. I was high throughout the whole time, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Every morning, every night.
It was like freaking every hour, people
No,
had to
literally,
smoke
every
something
hour.
for like no reason. Like, yo, what's going on? But we was chilling, man. It was cool vibes.
Damn. My boy said it was an embarrassing story, but he was just talking about Vermont.
You know what I'm saying? So I
I just want to talk about the story.
Just kidding, man. No, honestly, before you get into that, I was talking to some guy today, and he was saying like it's so beautiful. Like if you really want to like know America, like places like Vermont, Utah, Colorado, Grand Canyon, all that, like it's just like wow.
just
Yeah.
the mountain place.
Yeah,
see a lot more
I know. I mentioned a lot of mountain places and grass places, but I'm just saying like. I'm telling you, like, even in America, I prefer to go to Europe, but even in America, like, each city is so different.
Has its own like countryside,
Yeah.
and city side, suburban side.
It really does.
Like I was telling him, I went to Orlando for the Universal, and there were so many people saying good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on here? I was like, New York, they don't look at you. They look at you with anger. Or they look at you like, excuse me, like you know what I'm saying? They were so nice. Like, good evening, how are you? I'm like, what the hell am I?
Wow.
It was crazy.
That's different.
I was crazy. What do you want to say, Ruben? Before I get into this last thing.
I forgot.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, I'm trying to let you cook. All right, last question. All right.
That's cool.
Where do you see you guys? Where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years?
Oh, I always hated this fucking.
I know. I'm turning 25.
I actually love this question.
I'm turning 25 soon, so I'm thinking about like, damn, like 5 more years till 30. Yours is 4 years till 30. I'm like, damn. Oh God, someone told me in your 20s is like you make it or break it, right? You either become somebody or become an asshole, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like we were talking about before in the beginning of this conversation, like I'm in this path right now. I'm like, all right, what do I want to do for the rest of my life, right? Like you said, like I really want to figure that out. Like, is acting, is it DJing, or whatever? And also, like, who are my real friends? Like, I'm starting to figure out like who are my real friends, who are just the friends I don't. I'm very sensitive, so I just feel like I like to give like my heart to everyone. I put my heart on my shoulder, and I'm starting to realize I can't do that to everybody.
Yeah,
like,
you can't do it to everybody because people will abuse it.
Yeah, and that
also not everybody reciprocates that.
correct. And another thing is like I'm also in the path too. We'll talk about this after in the car too. I need to understand like even though I'm trying to make it and become something, other people are trying to make something. A new girlfriend, new wife, new job, new passion, and I keep forgetting that. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just like I forget that. I'm like, yo, let's chill. Nah, I'm busy or I'm tired. I never get that. Like, I never get that. I'm not trying to be selfish. I'm just like, yo, like. I want to kick it, but sometimes people have other priorities, and it's not that it hurts, you know. I understand, like I'm not a priority anymore, or vice versa. I'm just, you know, that's why I feel like the 20s is just so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because usually most people in their 30s, like they either are married or they have their career ready. Not everybody, but
most people.
Most people do. I think 20s is just so hard.
Because it's like in your 20s, things is changing so fast. Like that's when people are not meant to be in your life finally leave your life, and like opportunities come and stuff like that. So it's a very big transition. It's very big.
But Ryan, you wanted to say something? You said you wanted to you like this question. So.
Oh yeah. So like where do I see myself in 4 to 5 years? I was like Ruben, I didn't like this question maybe like a year ago. Because I didn't know, and that bothered me, and I like didn't know what to do with myself. But now, like I obviously have a set 4 years, like regardless of, you know, how I feel about it. Like it's pretty standard. Like this is gonna happen for the next 4 years. So I like the fact that it's like structured, formatted, and it gives me like a foundation I can use to like learn other things. Like having that protocol schedule is like really nice. But I mean, in 4 or 5 years, I'll probably come out with a bunch of experience in the military. I'll be in the best shape of my life. Be thinking about the right things, maybe have like some housing situation set up, and either be thinking about like re-enlisting in the military if it's something I enjoyed, or like continuing down maybe an officer path, or joining the civilian world for like money purposes, and generate a better financial outcome for myself so that I can actually have a family. And if I don't do that maneuver by like age 30, then that's actually like a pretty big decision, right? Because then you're pretty much deciding like not to have a child. If you're like, I want to make money, but okay, say the military and have a career, and basically stay in that complex for the rest of my life. That's my objective. Like if I was like, all right, I'm gonna re-enlist, then I'll probably might as well just stay in there for the 20 years. You know, like I mentioned and stuff. So I mean, that's kind of like the boilerplate of what I think my next 3 to 5 years will look like.
I just feel like, well, we hope to see you on holidays, but I'm just saying, if God forbid we don't see you in 4 years, I just feel like you'd be completely different. Like physically, mentally, emotionally, I just feel like you'd be completely different.
Yeah.
The things you're gonna experience, see, especially if you like get stationed somewhere, like in one of those wars or what. If I'm saying if, everything will change. Yeah. I'll be praying for you in a good way.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
What about you, Ruben?
3 to 5 years. Unfortunately, I can't answer that. I don't know.
Really?
I can't answer that.
You gotta know like a goal that you want to achieve, or where do you see yourself? Like, oh, I want to have this or be in this position.
Unfortunately, I can't say.
Damn.
Can't say. Unfortunately, that's the most authentic answer I can possibly say.
Okay, let's say you're 60 years old, right?
All right.
I'm a kid. What are you gonna tell me? What have you accomplished? You know what's crazy? I'm saying it because in my business program, they actually asked me this. Yeah. They say, picture yourself 40 years, 50 years from now, and picture how you want your life to be. So I'm a kid. I'm like 12 years old. I'm like, hey, Ruben Strange. So what did you do with your life? What you gotta tell me?
Art.
Damn.
But anything set goal wise, don't have that yet.
All right. I hope for the next one I hear something. Yeah.
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 Maybe.
No.
All right, guys. You got anything else to say before we end this podcast? Want to add anything?
I appreciate you, Gabriel, for inviting me and taking me on doing this collaboration.
Of course, man. Of course. Season 1. So honestly, season 1 is like the trial run, right? It's where you're learning. Like, bro. How many times, like this past 2 podcasts, we really switched a bunch of stuff. Like it's like the trial run.
constantly back and forth.
Yeah.
Get the camera, get the camera. We're developing them. We
Yeah.
have something going on here. This is cool.
Yeah, season 2, I just feel like I'm gonna have a bigger battery. I'm gonna have a bigger storage. I'm gonna execute that really hard. But no, I'm very happy you're here too, man. I wish Kevin was here because he said a lot of good stuff the last one. So I got a little upset with God. He said a lot of good stuff. Yeah, he did. Like he did. Like he did. What you anything else you want to say?
Once again, like I said before in the middle of this episode, always have grace. You never know when you're going to leave this earth. Earth might be your last. You never know. Always have grace. Always be grateful where you're at. Always show love to your family, friends, and don't be scared. Don't be scared to take risk.
I like that risk. That's something that we're learning. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
he did it. But you're right. Risk. Cut the background noise away. Pray, and everything will work. Well, hopefully everything will work out. You know.
Always laugh.
Always laugh.
Always have a good time.
And also,
Keep it respect.
one last thing. Speaking of what I mentioned about the accent, like I appreciate everyone, man. Like I understand we get caught up in our lives and all that, but you really don't know. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You really don't know. Like so, if you really care about someone, make sure you say the things you want to say,
Whatever.
good or bad. Like you know what I'm saying? And make sure you spend as much time as possible. Like I know things get cut up, but like if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like all right, I got to see them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like I said, I was really happy I got to see him before that because I told you I used to hang out with him all the time. But it's not a side note. So this was the podcast of Waves on Air. I am BJØRN. Got my boy Fantasy Hill. White of the berry, dark of the berry, stir the juice. Whatever he says. Got my boy Ryan Chamba.
We signing out.
Signing out. Enjoy.
This has been iCarly.
Yes. Dan Snyder. You got him over this. I'm just kidding. But yeah, man, season 1, man. It's the episode. We got 3 more to go. And then season 2 is going to be even better. So yeah, peace out. Waves on Air.